Good morning, everybody. Jay here. And you can tell I just got out of the shower. That's awesome. I don't care. Whatever. Wanted to get up and do a reaction video this morning because we are moments away from the reveal of the NX, the Nintendo NX, the new system. Yeah, we're literally like 2 minutes away. So want to do a reaction video, give my thoughts on it. And real quick, since it's about to come out, Nintendo's always big on, their names and whatever. So a couple guesses at the name. I'm thinking with all the rumors and leaks and stuff, it's supposed to be a little bit more handheld. They're going to do something. It's not going to be the Wii U 2, hopefully, but it's going to be something. I'm thinking, like, I almost wanted to say Move, but Sony's got that. So I'm thinking, like something like Shift would almost be, they're shifting more into mobile. Um, Transfer is a dumb name. It's gonna be along those lines, or they'll do something goofy. It'll be like the Nintendo Edge, or yeah, I don't know, something like that. So my guess would be, like I said, I wanted to say Move, but it won't be. Shift, I guess, would be my final guess. But we are, I mean, it says it's 7 o'clock, so it should be posted any second now. So hopefully we'll get to that. All right, it's posted, and we don't even have to watch the video. They spoiled the name in it right there. Nintendo Switch coming March 2017. So I was close with Shift. They're shifting to the more mobile thing, I'm guessing. But here we go. So let's watch and find out if that's really what it is. Let's see here. So he's playing Zelda, which, by the way, I guess this morning they came out with another Zelda trailer too, and I haven't got a chance to watch it. I mean, I woke up, got kids ready, and then sat down to start recording. Nintendo Switch. So you switch between the main controller and basically the gamepad from the Wii U. I mean, it's crossplay then, basically, like the PS4 and the PS Vita, right? Was that a 3DS game? I don't know if that was a 3DS game or that's the actual cartridges, because if that's the cartridges, those things are tiny. Are they bringing back a classic controller too? It looked a lot like an Xbox controller. At least real quick, I'd have to go back and check that. Are they going to play Mario Kart while on go-karts? See, that would have been better. They needed to have it right on the steering wheel and play it while they're going. All right, I'm sorry. Back in my basketball days, I was not playing games while I was playing an actual game of basketball, That was for after. You play basketball for a couple hours, you go home, and then you play. So is that the reveal that there's a new Mario also? Which looked an awful lot kind of like Mario 64. I mean, obviously updated, but oh, good old Splatoon. I like that the quote unquote esports team here is planning on a chalkboard and their shifts for the Splatoon tournament. I'm guessing also there's going to be a Nintendo Direct. I would think sometime in the next week or two. It's got to be before the end of October to explain this. Is that it? So that's it. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's actually break this down a little bit. Start off with the guy playing. Yeah. Playing Zelda. I think everybody at this point knows we're getting new Zelda. Looks like he scratches himself in the crotch. My question is right here is more about the controller first. So that's one of the... Oh, there... Right here you see this. Because you see the display port, and you see the hub, I guess you could say, the dock. Is that the full system? And if that's the case... Because thinking about it, I was thinking... It was really weird that they put the cartridge on top of the display port, and then later on they dock it into the docking station here. So is it less that this whole thing here is the system, but it's more about the actual display port itself is the system, kind of like, you know, it's a 3DS basically, just with better graphics. I mean, is that all it is? So this whole thing is more like a charging station for the actual system. And this little screen here is the actual system. That is the Switch itself. This whole thing right here, I want to say almost does absolutely nothing other than maybe charges. You can put a controller or two in it and, you know, and can connect it to the TV, but everything comes out of the actual display. And then right here, let me go back. I'm thinking that these controllers, these side controllers, because you see later on too, it is wireless. So I'm thinking this thing in the center is some sort of just charger. You know, it's another battery charger. I'm sure you can connect this to that docking station when you take everything else off. And, you know, that way you can use these wirelessly, because there's no way they're going to be charged by themselves. I mean, you can even kind of see the little connectors on the side there. More Zelda gameplay. All right, here we go. Here was the shot. Right here is the game cartridge. And that is bigger than a 3DS cartridge, but that is so tiny in this day and age of what you would think would have to hold a game. And I know there was tons of rumors that they were going to stop doing, you know, DVDs, Blu-rays, anything like that. They wanted to go physical again. They wanted to either have a cartridge or they wanted to have, you know, or just be digital. So they either wanted to be fully physical or full digital. They didn't want, you know, they didn't want to have a CD, a DVD where you had to download patches and stuff. They either wanted it to be an actual cartridge or they wanted it to be all digital. And this would be the cartridge, unless they're going to go, you know, cartridge and digital, which would defeat the purpose. But that seems so tiny. It makes you wonder the power that this thing's going to have. I get that it's supposed to have an NVIDIA graphics card in it. It's using the new Pascal stuff, you know, the 1060, 1070, 1080, all that just came out. Even with a good, you know, a good GPU like that, what are you putting on the cartridges? You know, what kind of graphics are you able to really build into these things? You know, is it a 3DS? Is it basically the Wii U, just now you can pick it up? Is there no actual jump in graphics? And it's just more, hey, you can now take your Wii U literally with you, instead of, you know, hey, I can take my gamepad around my house, and when I walk down the hallway, I get disconnected. Now they're like, no, you can take your Wii U wherever you want, but we didn't do anything major past that. We got a kickstand, Apple headphone jack, and then this is Skyrim. I mean, I was thinking it while I was watching it, and I didn't want to say it because if it wasn't, I was going to feel like an idiot. But that's Skyrim, and you see it right here when he docks it. I mean, that's Skyrim. So are they having Skyrim come to the Switch? I guess, you know, was there ever a Skyrim version that was on the Wii U? I mean, I don't know the Wii U library well enough to be able to go that there's no way it was on there before, but I wouldn't think it was. But then also, real quick, pretty much established, this thing here, you know, docks, you know, there's probably connectors. They're not going to show it here. They're going to hide all the cables whatsoever. And that connect, and you can actually almost see a cable down there. I can't get the bar to go away. You can almost see the cables that connect. But I like the fact that they didn't put it right in the dock bay and it immediately showed up on the TV, because then that's just unrealistic. They did put a delay in there. I'm sure that there's going to be a transition period, but I think that just kind of shows that, you know, that docking station literally is to keep the display port or the system itself charged, but then to help connect it and send it to the TV, you know, for a bigger display. I guess a good way to look at it is I bet you this is almost kind of like the box you get with the PSVR. It's there to kind of enhance and help display other stuff, and that's what it is. It helps display to a bigger, a bigger actual display, which is your TV. And when you don't need it, the system itself is powerful enough to show it on the display. So, and then we got the Pro controller, which, they've done Pro controllers in the past, but I'm wondering if this will come with the release. I mean, they're showing it right now that, hey, look, you get a Pro controller, you get a normal controller. I hate that they call it Pro controllers, but, and maybe they've even taken it away too. I'm thinking back to the Wii stuff when they started doing that, and they're like, you can get a Pro controller instead of having to use just the nunchucks. The fact that they're showing it now, maybe it's a standard. Maybe they realize that some people want that, because you've got the two controllers that come off of it, and maybe they're going, people like that, but some people like a regular controller. We will give you both. And which would be cool. That'd be awesome. Especially if it's not really a graphical upgrade. It's more about just being portable. They're like, hey, we didn't put tons of money into the system, so we're going to give you a controller to kind of, to help, hedge their bets on how much they can charge here. And then we get another Mario Kart game. So is this a new Mario Kart? We've seen Zelda. We've seen Skyrim. You see Mario Kart now, and we know we see Mario, another Mario game that has to be new. And I'm guessing this is their way of announcing it. I like the fact that it comes with a stand. That's kind of cool. Because I can already think of plenty of times when I would want to play, and, or even my oldest daughter will want to play, and she doesn't always want to sit there with the Wii U gamepad. And she'll set it up kind of on the arm of the couch or something, and get stuff to help prop it up, and use stands and everything. It doesn't really like it, and it's kind of bulky too. At least with this now, you can stand it, and then you can have the controllers back with you. So, can tell her, hey, no, we want to watch TV. Go sit at the table. Go onto your bed. Go play somewhere else. And she can. So that is definitely cool. And there's that charging thing there. And there we go. There's Mario. This has got to be a new Mario game. Is he in Mexico? Is Mario in Mexico? Is he here in Arizona? We got some places that look like that too. So, but new Mario game announced, kind of Mario 64-ish, which I wouldn't be against. You know what? As lame as some of the Mario games can look when you really think about it, when you really break them down, they're very simplistic, but Nintendo nails simplistic in a way that other developers can't nail, gigantic, big budget, extreme games. They can nail simplistic in a way that it makes you feel like it's just huge. I mean, Zelda, if you think about it, is very basic too. You go to about 8 dungeons, you collect the same items every single game, but they have a grand way of showing it off. And even Mario, with just, he jumps around, he, jumps over enemies and collects coins, and it's magnificent what they do with it every time. All right, let's jump around. We got the controllers. Yeah, the esports team. Pretty much all stuff we've already seen at this point. Splatoon. So I guess the question that I gotta ask here then, you see Splatoon. Is it backwards compatible? Or are they making another Splatoon version? Are they making, the Wii U version, obviously, and then they're going to make a Switch version of Splatoon? Because, and I guess it wouldn't be backwards compatible because they've already said they're making 2 versions of Zelda, of the next Legend of Zelda. So, I don't know, maybe they're going to make an updated version. Maybe they'll do that for a few of their games where they kind of do, their upgraded graphics, which I've said in the past, I hate games that do that anytime within a decade or so of the original release. It always just kind of annoys me. It feels like a cash grab to me. All right, and there it is. Coming March 2017. Not a whole lot of info, though, as of right now. They didn't, I feel like there's going to be a direct sometime, like I said earlier, by the end of the month. There's got to be, because they've got to explain what's going on here. Yeah, not a whole lot of information out yet, though, because all they did was put out the trailer. There's no specs. There's no third-party releases. No expected releases other than, I guess, Mario, a Mario Kart game, Zelda, which everybody knew Zelda was going to be on here anyways. All right, so they have started actually coming out with a little bit of info. They've got a sampling of Nintendo Switch partners where it lists everybody that they're working with. 505 Games, Activision, Sega's on here, obviously. Capcom, Bethesda, so there's your Skyrim. Bandai Namco, Dina. So Dina sticks out to me because that is a mobile developer that they work with, which means that they will probably have more mobile games. Gung Ho is on there. Gung Ho is a mobile developer. I'm seeing if I spot any else's, because there's always been that thing that Nintendo wanted to do more mobile games. Maybe this has kind of a mobile app to it almost. I don't even know if I want to say app, but instead of like just putting in a cartridge, you can, just like you go through your system stuff on the Wii U, and you can play mobile games on there too. So maybe you'll see like what was it, that Miiverse or whatever it is for the phone. Let's see, Square Enix is on here, so Square's got a game coming to it. I could actually see Dragon Quest Builders that just came out being able to be played on this. I don't know what else they could actually have coming out on there. Platinum's on there, Konami. Lot of studios that have already signed on for this. I haven't seen anything spec wise, so I'm still expecting a direct in the next couple weeks to finally break down what's going on in this, because there's no way they're going to wait a couple months and be like, hey, just hold tight, we'll give you spec information a couple months before release. They're going to do it before the holiday, the holiday madness starts. I don't like that it's March though, not because it's bad for the release, per se for this. It's that there's so much, especially with delays of other games that have been pushed back to, January, February, March-ish, first, second quarter of the year, that there's so much coming out in 2017 now that, there's going to be a lot of saving up to do and a lot of convincing. I'm going to have to convince the wife. Another thing to buy. But there we go. So there's the Nintendo Switch, the big reveal. I'm actually excited. I don't mind that it does kind of look still like it's the Wii U. I like the fact that they're trying something different. They're still trying to go with the Nintendo theme of needing to be different. They're trying to make it more portable or more mobile. Hopefully it does really use the Pascal the Pascal framework, or however you say it, from NVIDIA, and it is a little bit more powerful, can run a lot more games, and I want to be pleasantly surprised. So hopefully the direct is soon and we can get some more information. So hope you guys enjoyed. Comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know what people thought about this. I want to know if anybody is excited for the Switch. Because I always feel that it's very polarizing for Nintendo stuff. The Wii U got announced and it was very polarizing. Anytime they announced games, or even when they said the NX was coming out, and that's why they were delaying Zelda, it was very split on people's reactions. So want to know what people think. Let's get the discussion going. And until they release more information, I will see you guys then. I'll see you next time. All right, later.